Welcome back to Lock and Reload. So this is my firearms update. Lots happened in the last couple days. As you know, in my last video I did do an Irene adaptive sling review. That was my first purchase that I've made in a couple weeks as far as firearms. Well, this last weekend I participated in a gun show. I decided to go to my local gun show, which was in Oshkosh, Wisconsin. Generally, I go to these gun shows usually for reloading equipment and all the BS that goes with that. But this last weekend, I decided to get some gun accessories. So I needed a few things for my rifles to either complete them, better shooting, more stabilization, or just something that was more comfortable for me. Anyways, my 308, which is the top bolt action, is my Howa M1500. I bought that rifle, I believe, July of 2009. Well, actually, technically, I purchased it in May of 2009. I had to send out for it, I had to order it, and then it came in July, because my local gun shop didn't have it, so they had to order it. That gun has a lot of sentimental value for the simple fact that it is the first firearm I've ever purchased. Anyway, I decided to get a bipod for it. Now, I've wanted a bipod since I bought the rifle. I do a lot of prone shooting, a lot of different position shooting. Not to mention, the farthest I can shoot my 308 is 330 yards, because my range doesn't go any farther than that. And I personally am a little bit more accurate laying down versus sitting or standing. And honestly, shooting a rifle at 330 yards standing, I'm sure there are people that can do it. I'm not one of them people. So I usually need something that's got a little bit of stabilization. You know, if you can shoot 330 yards accurately and consistently standing, more power to you. But I've yet to meet somebody who can. In my long line of friends that shoot and whatnot. But anyway, so I went with an NC Star, and the beauty of this particular bipod is it was pretty inexpensive. I think I paid $36 for it. Yeah, I could have spent $190 to $100 on a Harris bipod, but it's a bipod. Harris makes great equipment, but I don't feel that I need to spend $100 on a bipod. Personally, I think it's really hard to mess up a bipod. Anyway, so I decided to purchase that for my 308. Now, the cool thing is about that 308 with the bipod is I can take that bipod and put it on my AK if I want to use that as a little bit more precise shot and whatnot. So I can take my bipod for my 308, I can adapt it to my AK as well, which I find that kind of cool. So again, I paid like $36 for it. So far I'm quite happy, but we'll really find out when I take it out to the range. And I'll try to adaptate that and throw some video on that, among other things with my 308, because I personally don't have any video on me shooting my 308 and the accuracy. So, and that'll be part 2 of my review of the M1500. And I will be doing a 1,300 round review on it. In other words, I'm up to 1,265 rounds of ammunition that I've run through this 308. Anyway, so after 1,300, I will do my more elaborate review on it, because I know I have one out there, but it's more so for overall what the rifle is, you know, what the design is, and the overall rifle overview. Anyway, moving on to my AK. Like I stated, I did, with that bipod, I did get a attachment that actually goes on the front handguard, so I can obviously put that same bipod that's on my 308 on my AK. Anyways, as you know, I did put a Hogue grip on it, and all these firearms have something all these firearms on the table have something in common. They all have a Hogue product. As you know, I love Hogue products. Anyway, moving on. I have 10-round Tapco mags, but I've never had a 30-round Tapco mag, so I bought one. We'll see how it runs, and I'll do my review on this specific magazine and how I like it. So that's about it for that. I purchased 250 rounds of 9mm. Now this is full metal jacket, 115 grain full metal jacket, 9mm Luger. Now I'm going to try this ammunition out. This stuff is once fired and reloaded. It's actually from a company in Wisconsin. It's called Wisconsin Cartridge Corp. out of Friendship, Wisconsin. I'm going to do a review on this specific ammunition to see how it runs, and if I like it, obviously I'm going to make some recommendations. So feel free to check them out. They've got a lot of decent prices. I think I paid $62 or $63 for 250 rounds. So check out Wisconsin Cartridge Corp. You can do. The other thing I purchased for my AK was a speed loader. I'm not entirely sure how well this is going to work because it is a stamped speed loader. So we'll find out the durability and see how it works. So far I found out they don't work well on Tapco mags. So I probably won't shoot a video, but it is what it is. So I'm going to try it out and see how it works. Now, another thing that I purchased to complete my AK project is, I know it's insignificant, but it completes the rifle a little bit more. On my AK, I now have a cleaning rod. If you look at some of my videos, I do not have the cleaning rod. And I'll try to get that in a little closer. Yeah, the cleaning rod. This one did not have the cleaning rod whatsoever, so I decided to go ahead and find the cleaning rod. It just completes the rifle, that way I feel better about it. But, you know, it's not important. I probably don't ever plan on using it because I have my other cleaning products and whatnot. And anyway, moving on, last firearm, my Ruger P85. This is the update on my Ruger P85. I did a review on it, so check that out on the Ruger P85. But anyways, one of my biggest gripes about the P85, and magazine's out, and just to let you know, is unloaded. I did not really care for the grips whatsoever. They're cheap, chintzy plastic grips. So it took me about 2 weeks to order the grips because I ordered them from a couple different companies. I know I should have ordered it straight from Hogue and called it a day, but I didn't. So I made 4 different orders on the same product, and apparently after I made the purchase, then they tell me that they were out of stock. So I ordered it from Ruger. And if you can see that, it's got the Ruger logo instead of the Hogue, but it is a Hogue grip. The handgun feels excellent. It's quite literally night and day. So I do recommend, again, Hogue products. They're great. It's a great company. They make excellent quality products, whether they be for my 308, whether they be a pistol grip for your AK, or a pistol grip for my 1911 that you've seen in prior videos, or the pistol grip for the P85. Excellent company. Check them out when you get the opportunity. But so these are some of the things I purchased either A from Ruger, and Ruger sent me a hat, so I was kind of happy about that. It's actually a very classy hat, and probably wear that in some of my newer videos when I'm a talking head. But so these are some of the oh, and the last thing, gunclips.com. They have pretty much any magazine that you could possibly want for whatever firearm. I think they got majority of the firearms. Granted, this is a Pro Mag, and I've heard good and bad things about Pro Mag, but we'll check them out. I got this magazine a day before I got my grip for my Ruger. One thing I've noticed about a lot of the aftermarket mags for the P85s is this little hole right here. This is what catches your mag catch on the inside of the mag well, and this is what causes it to click in and click out. I did have to hone that out, make it a little bigger so I wasn't really slamming it into the gun. Otherwise you really got to slam them in because it's under a lot of tension. Well, the 15 round magazine, it's going to have that. So this is a Pro Mag. I've heard good and bad things about them, so we're going to try them out and see how reliable they are. But like I stated, this is my second magazine that I purchased from gunclips.com. Check them out. They got phenomenally great prices. Their shipping is reasonable, and they'll have anything almost anything and everything when it comes to a magazine. So check out gunclips.com. Obviously, you know, if you got a Ruger, check out Ruger.com. Check out Howa, and that would be check out Howa's website, and I believe that's I forget the website, but you can just go on a Google search, and it's an international importer. They're out of it's a Japanese rifle that was based off the Weatherby Action, but you know, you can Google it. Google Howa M1500 rifles. I know they're doing lots of great things. They came out with another line of M1500s in a stainless steel action barrel with beautiful wood. Not to mention they run them with the Hogue stocks, as you see. Not to mention they also run the Blackhawk Axiom stock as well. Check out Blackhawk when it comes to their stocks, or you know, Howa too. The Wazzer 10, you can pretty much pick them up anywhere. You don't have to necessarily go to a website. A lot of companies have it. But last, you know, try out, you know, Tapco products. They're great products. I have a review on them. But I'm going to see how well and how reliable that magazine is. But, you know, again, check out Wisconsin Cartridge Corp. Out of Friendship, Wisconsin. They make reloaded ammunition. From what I see, it's very clean ammunition. They take pride in their ammunition, and they're really reasonably priced. But at any rate, this is a firearm, ammunition, and accessory update. This is Lock and Reload with Ryan. Catch you later.